that thing is. Is that where the UFOs land? Yep. Hi you guys, welcome back to the channel. We just wrapped up a few weeks in New England, and now we are in New York. And we're in Albany. Any guesses where we're heading? Another state capital. Before going inside the Capitol, we're going to check out the outside view a little bit. You guys want a little bit of trivia about me? This fountain back here, I was in that fountain several years ago. It was between my junior and senior year in high school. I was here for some political thing, girls' state, and we had our pictures all taken out here and two of us got in the fountain. Alright, we're inside the Capitol. It's very dark in here, but very ornate. Under the direction of 5 architects, the New York State Capitol was built over a period of 32 years. By 1899, when it was completed, its cost had exceeded $25 million, equivalent to over $700 million in modern dollars, making it the most expensive government building of its time. Wow. This room has very cool ceilings. The New York State Capitol is one of the few state capitol buildings in the U.S. without a dome. Although the Capitol resembles a giant French chateau, the 3-acre, 5-story granite building showcases an incredible mix of architectural styles, from Romanesque Revival to French Renaissance. I met this guy. He was my governor when I came here and visited when I was in high school. And here's my favorite, and he was also president.
Third floor, ladies' lingerie.
Of course, that's where Steve would choose to go. The Senate chamber is beautiful and ornate with its Moorish-inspired design. We were disappointed that we could only get a glimpse of the chamber room through tiny windows in the door. This is probably the most iconic area of the Capitol building, known as the $1 Million Staircase. Named for its original cost, the Grand Staircase features intricate hand-carved red Scottish sandstone with over 300 faces of both famous figures and anonymous New Yorkers. There are 444 steps on the staircase. Wow, what a sight to see. There is so much detail at this Capitol building. Very intricate designs all over the place. Denied. Bummer. The Assembly Chamber is one of the largest in the country, featuring a stunning stained glass ceiling and intricately carved woodwork. Unfortunately, we could only get a peek of the chamber through a viewing window. Despite not being able to get a close-up look at everything, we were impressed yet again as we checked another state capitol building off our list. They are always so fascinating to explore. And with that, it was time to keep moving. Alright, we finished our Capitol tour, and now we found a park not far from the Capitol with the water view. We're gonna make some dinner. Good morning, you guys. From a chilly 58-degree van. Knowing it was going to be cold last night, I buttoned things up a little bit, closed the back curtains, we put the insert in up in the max air. I did double layers, hung up our towels over our existing window curtains. Trying to do whatever we can to keep things warm while we're up here in the north still, before we can head back to Florida in the warmth. Well, we enjoyed our time at the Capitol yesterday, but I must say we were a little disappointed. Kind of like when we were in the Connecticut Capitol building, it was disappointing that we couldn't go in the Senate or House chambers.
Yeah, it was simultaneously one of the more ornate buildings, architecturally speaking, and yet super boring because you could barely see anything. And it was dark and gloomy. You might want to invest in a light bulb or two. Just a suggestion. But they didn't have a suggestion box, so maybe they'll see this video.
Yes, like Steve said, it was dark. It almost felt a little medieval, maybe because it was dark. But a very beautiful, cool-looking Capitol. Again, a little disappointing. But it was neat to be back there, because New York is where I grew up, and I have been to the Capitol building a long time ago, but I didn't remember much of it. So it was nice to get back there and see it, and it's another Capitol we can check off our list. And guess where we are now? We stayed somewhere overnight that we haven't been to in a long time.
Let's go show them.
Let's.
Hello, old friend.
We're at Cracker Barrel. We haven't been here in so long. Our whole time in the New England area, I don't think we went to any Cracker Barrel. So it's nice to be back. We love Cracker Barrel. It's a great place to overnight for a van lifer. One thing that we didn't think about last night, though, we parked in the shade. We didn't think about where the trees are. We often think about where we park, but now that it's wintertime, or getting to be wintertime, getting colder anyway, we should have parked out here in the sun so the van would warm up quicker in the morning. We're heading inside for some breakfast, and we're really hoping that they have their fireplace lit. I'm warming up my hands. Oh, this is so nice.
So it's nice that they have a fireplace going, but I have to admit, they are cheating a little bit. It's a gas fireplace, Not
That's okay.
It's all right. Better than nothing.
Our food is here. I got their new apple French toast bake.
And I went with a more traditional bacon and egg casserole. And you can't forget about the biscuits. So we just finished up our meal, and the couple next to us just left, and it looks like they left a biscuit in their basket, and Audra is tempted to grab it.
I think today is going to be a little bit of a non-eventful van life day. We're going to Panera for a little bit to do some work. It just so happens that we are next to Walmart too, which is a bonus because we need a few things from there. We're going to do Panera, Planet Fitness, and then after that we'll see. You think we can score a seat by the fireplace?
Springsteen Road, then turn right onto Springsteen Road.
Whoa, everybody, whoa.
All right, well, we got ourselves cleaned up at Panera. No, that's not right at all. We got ourselves cleaned up at Planet Fitness.
We did not use Panera to clean up.
We did do work at Panera. We got cleaned up at Planet Fitness. Oh my goodness, that's funny. So, onward we go. We are on our way to our overnight spot now. We're driving about 45 minutes. Once we get there, we're gonna make some dinner. So today is one of those days that we call a normal day of life, which are pretty important. And I think that's something for me that's hard to get used to. I think it's easy with van life, and I've probably talked about this a little bit before. It's easy with van life to have the mentality that you always have to be seeing something. Especially if you're like me and you like to explore and you're inquisitive and just love to be looking at everything. So for me, it's really hard to be in an area and not to look up, oh, what is there to do here? What are we missing if we're not doing it? And just do normal things. So today was one of those days where we did nothing really exciting, and it was actually really nice.
Yeah, today was a very basic day, and it was very welcomed. I needed a day like today. Got a great night's sleep at the Cracker Barrel parking lot, and then went in for breakfast, and had a wonderful breakfast right by the fire. Can't ask for more, in my opinion. Great start to the day, and then we just put in a few hours of work at Panera before hitting up Planet Fitness. So that brings us to current. Very kind of ho-hum day as far as sightseeing and experiencing this and that and the other thing. But such is life. That happens no matter whether you're living on a house on wheels or in a mansion, right? You're just going to have your regular business type of days. So yeah, to me, it's just part of it. I had a very nice day.
And that's not to say that we aren't enjoying our drive now. Even driving, there's nothing spectacular here, but the leaves are changing and it's really nice. But I would say that today was a good day for us. It's like a mental health day. Sometimes it's easy to get just doing too much. That's part of the reason why I have the sign in the back of the van that says be still. It's an important reminder just to slow down and not just be going. It's playtime for the little girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Well, we are to our overnight spot for the night. We are at a park and ride somewhere in New York. And we're just doing a little bit of cleanup and getting ready for some dinner. So tonight on the menu is fish. I'm actually going to bread some fish and fry it up. And Steve had a genius idea because I forgot to defrost the fish. Look what he thought of. We are cooking up rice and we are defrosting the fish on top of the pan because there's heat coming out from that. And it's working. Isn't he genius? That mind of his, it's always going. Note to self, raw fish is a little gross to cook in the van. It's a little messy to deal with all the stuff that goes with it. I've put some lemon pepper seasoning on the fish. I've got the egg and the breadcrumbs. Then I put it all together and cook up something yummy. I think it's a little bit easier to deal with smaller pieces. So I'm going to dip it in the egg. Dip it in the breadcrumbs. And then I'll throw it in the pan.
Pretty elaborate meal, if you ask me.
There's the shizzle. There's the sizzle. I don't know if I'll ever make this in the van again. Hopefully it's good. Well, here's what we've got. A couple of pieces look good. That one's nicely browned, and that one. We'll see how they taste.
I have no doubt it's going to be delicious. I often joke with Audrey, and I'm quite serious about it, that I think she should do a cookbook, and the title of it should be Audra's Stress Kitchen.
I wasn't stressed tonight.
But she was like, oh, this isn't going to taste good, or we didn't have enough this or enough that. That's kind of funny. It's funny what you guys don't see.
Alright, now that the fish is done, we had to throw the peas in real quick. Because we only have 2 pans. Alright, dinner is served.
As I suspected, it's delicious.
Are you just saying that?
No, it's very tasty.
Steve's not a huge fish fan. He stuck his nose up a little bit when we talked about having fish for dinner. So you really think it's good?
Yeah. Well, what do you think of Audra's cooking?
Me? Some of it's good. Some of the fish is a little rubbery. Overall, it's pretty good. I don't think I'll do it again, though.
Okay, another topic. Zoom out, eh? Yeah. Let's show how big the screen is, eh? Zoom out.
Look how huge it is, eh?
Okay.
Good morning, you guys. We went to sleep last night, and it was 73 degrees in the van. This morning, it's 55. And I just checked the weather, and it says it's just under 40 degrees outside here in Burnerville, New York. So it's kind of interesting. It seems like no matter what it is outside, whether it's down in the 30s or the 40s, the lowest it seems to get here in the van is 55. So there's that for whatever it's worth. I think we've insulated the van pretty well, so pretty comfortable when we sleep at night. The only thing that's the bad side is when I wake up early and I want to read or look at my phone, my fingers get a little cold, so I have to kind of alternate tucking them under the blankets to warm them up. But other than that, it's pretty fine. Well, the sun has come up, so it's time to unbutton up the windows and let the sun in. I want some heat in here. Oh, that feels good. There we go. What a difference the sun makes. It's already feeling so much warmer in here.
It's almost like the sun is a giant fireball in the sky.
Are you nice and cozy, Gray Gray? Huh? Are you nice and cozy? Huh? Are you sleepy? Imagine that. She's sleepy.
It's because she was up at 3 a.m. playing with her toys. Breakfast is served.
Thank you. Looks great.
I just want to talk to you simply about thinking biblically about seeking God. And I want to direct our attention to an Old Testament passage of Scripture in 1 Samuel chapter 23. And I want us this morning to consider 4 intentional...
So we were curious how we're doing in our battle against condensation versus how well our insulation is doing, and et cetera, and it does look like we have a little bit of buildup here on the back windows. So it's tough to know what to do to battle the condensation that happens. I think the general strategy is just to crack a window, but that also feels a little defeating because you're trying to keep the warmth in the van. So I don't know. Obviously you gotta do something. You don't want a bunch of condensation building up and creating mold and all that headache.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Steve was talking about the condensation on our windows and about what we could do to mitigate that. I know some people would say, oh, crack your windows at night, but we have tried that and we haven't noticed any difference. So if you guys have proof that cracking your windows at night would prevent the moisture and condensation, we want to see that. Honestly, I'm not too concerned, especially on a day like this where it's sunny. I went back to the back and I actually dried off the windows from the inside, and then I pulled the window covers away from the window, and the sun's beating down on it right now, so I feel like everything gets dried out during the day. The other possibility would be like if we would maybe be getting mold on our ceiling because of condensation being there too, but we put so much Havelock wool in there that my guess is it's so well insulated that we have nothing to worry about. Also, Havelock wool doesn't get moldy, and I think it dries out pretty quickly. So I'm not too concerned. I guess the other thing is that we try not to spend too much time in the cold. We are right now, but hopefully we'll be heading south rather soon.
At the light, turn right onto New York 79 West, US 11 North.
Well, look at that. Free coffee with $25 gas purchase. Don't mind if I do. Look at this deal. I only had to spend $62 to get a 12-ounce coffee for free. Savings.
There's always a silver lining, right? While Steve got gas and coffee at the gas station, I actually got some work done real quick, and I changed. I'm ready for what's next. We are heading back to the Ithaca area, the beautiful Finger Lakes region, to spend some time with family. We are actually going out to lunch with some family today, but before we head there, we have another stop to make. Here we are.
Your destination is on the left.
So Steve, what are we doing?
We are going to score us some fresh spring water.
Woohoo!
Street at the line.
We arrived back in Ithaca just in time to see the gorgeous fall colors as we spent time with family and enjoyed some of our favorite local sights. It's kind of funny that after spending the fall in New England, which is known for its fall foliage, we experienced it most right here back in my hometown area. The leaves changed much later this season. Good morning, you guys. We made it to Ithaca yesterday. Spent some time with family, enjoying the beautiful fall colors. This morning, we're gonna walk to the falls and see it a little bit different from when we were here in the summer with all the pretty colors around. The temperature's gotten a little bit warmer here. It's overnight. This morning in the van it was 64 degrees, so that was a little bit nicer. It's a little chilly yet this morning, but at least in the van it was warmer. And we're supposed to get a few days of beautiful weather here in New York.
Very beautiful but chilly morning here in Ithaca, New York. Anybody in the mood for a root beer float?
We've been doing some errands this morning. We went to the thrift store and got some clothes. We got some groceries. And since we're in the area, we are going to stop at Taughannock Falls at the Overlook to see what it looks like in the fall. We really enjoyed it over the summer, but now with these colors, it'll be nice to see it again. And it is a gorgeous day.
Well, that was pretty. Gorgeous day.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day. We weren't really here at the right time because the sun's not actually on the water, but it was neat seeing all the leaves falling down in the canyon or whatever that is, gorge. The gorge. My goodness, the colors are incredible.
All right, well, we're getting settled in here with family in New York. It's nice to slow down a little bit.
We've been getting some things done. We've been getting caught up with some work and doing a lot of editing, doing some errands. We went to the thrift store. I got a new shirt. I did some laundry and just some regular stuff.
Yeah.
And Kitty likes it here too. She's been going out for walks. She really likes going out for walks here.
Yeah, this is one of our favorite places. Well, I think this is where we're going to leave you for this episode. Thanks as always for watching. We love hearing from you, so drop us a comment below. Hit the like button. You know the drill.
And we'll see you soon, hopefully to show you some more nice things around Ithaca as we enjoy this area. Yep, Gray says goodbye.
Till next time, see ya.
See you guys. Thanks for coming along with us on this van life adventure. Please take a second to hit the like button below, leave a comment to let us know you're watching, and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you enjoy our videos, please consider becoming a patron by using the link on the screen that we've also included in the video description, along with information about today's adventure and our channel. Don't forget you can also connect with us and see my photos of the places we visit on our Facebook and Instagram. See you next time for more adventure.